10 big problems every 20-something has to deal with. Most people use their 20s to discover who they are and what they want out of life. They struggle through this period of transition with questions and uncertainty in their hearts. They go from enjoying nights of partying with mornings of a hangover to becoming an adult, the responsible one, handling finances, paying bills, dealing with a stressful and demanding time at work with tight deadlines to meet, and searching for true love all at once. In this video, we will be sharing with you some 10 big problems every 20-something has to deal with. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. 1. The realization that education and talent are not enough to become successful. Growing up, we were all made to believe that good grades and a good certificate, in turn, will put us up for success. So we live our lives trying to be the best in our classes, hoping that this gets us the best positions out there before anyone else. However, we soon realize that high grades, good certificates, or degrees from elite universities, natural talents and the likes are not enough to make us successful, if not paired with hard work alongside certain abilities. Copywriter Joe Choi said, "Having social skills, navigating politics, knowing who to ask for what, and being able to see the big picture are invaluable no matter what you do." 2. Struggle with money. Having to deal with finance can be a big deal. Prior to this time, most 20-somethings had their bills being taken care of by their parents and other folks. So it becomes a challenge to be solely responsible for figuring out bills payments and other money issues. Because we still have to deal with the problem of stability, we end up mismanaging funds, which leads to more money issues. 3. Not relying on technology for everything. Technology is a good thing, but relying on it for everything isn't so much of a good idea. And this is one problem every 20-something has to deal with. For instance, learning how to make a particular dish without having to look up the recipe on the internet every time you want to make this dish, or depending on a step-by-step video online to teach us how to knot a tie every time we have to. 4. Learning to persist and not give up. Unlike when we were teens, every 20-something has to deal with learning how to persist rather than giving up when something goes wrong at work or with their relationship. Learning to see failure as opportunities to learn and improve on oneself rather than give up and throw it all away. 5. Fitness problem. Not everyone likes working out, going to the gym and eating all that healthy stuff. But if we are going to keep ourselves healthy and fit, then we have to deal with it. Unlike when we were teenagers that we could do anything to our bodies and get away with it, now in our 20s, our body's ability to bounce back is reduced, which means we've got to pay attention to the things we feed our bodies with, and we have to constantly be in the habit of increasing our body's metabolic rate, hence the need to exercise regularly. 6. Not staying in touch with our families and loved ones. This discovery phase of our lives seems to be eating up into our time, so much that we hardly remember to stay in touch with loved ones. As a matter of fact, we only think of ourselves and our careers, not because we want to be selfish, but because we spend too much time trying to make life work for us. 7. Not trying to please everyone. Because we know that we can't force everyone around us to like us, we try to buy ourselves a page in people's good books by pleasing them in the hope that you could work something out together in the future. Granted, when you are starting out in your career, it only seems natural to want to be on friendly terms with your boss, clients, and all of your co-workers. However, rather than feeling crushed when you realize some of them simply don't like you, accept it and move on. Joe Choi says, inevitably, someone will always dislike you. I wish I had figured this out a lot earlier and stopped trying so hard and worrying so much about it. 8. Looking for your soulmate. At your late 20s, you may be at a point where family members begin to pressurize you about marriage. So you try to avoid any questions they might want to ask by looking for your soulmate before they begin pressurizing you. Besides, you want to take time to figure out who you are compatible with and who you are not compatible with before you hit 30. 9. You think you are the only one struggling amongst your friends. Thanks to social media, building a false reality is easier than you think. All people need to do to create this reality is to go to someplace nice, wear a few nice clothes, take some pictures and post it online. Seeing these pictures gives you a mental note that all your friends are doing better than you. The truth, however, is that a good number of 20-somethings are still struggling and trying to find their way in the world. You are still trying to determine who you are as adults and what you all will rather spend the rest of your lives doing. It can seem like your friends or colleagues are more successful and confident, says Satank Pranit. But regardless of income, job, or living situation, every 20-something is still figuring things out as they go along. 10. You'll miss childhood. For some reasons, every young adult seems to believe that they can't have fun anymore because they have a lot of work stuff to do and a lot of bills to settle. While you cannot spend all your time playing like you used to do when you were a kid, it is advisable to reward yourself for all the responsible things you get yourself to do. In summary, if you find yourself dealing with any of the above problems, there is no cause for alarm. It is perfectly okay, especially at this stage of your life. Take heart and keep learning. You'll soon overcome many of these problems and become a stronger and better adult. Thank you for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.